felt it was important to come out and show my support for the general messaging, but also to remind them to make sure they're doing their jobs. These rallies are great, fighting the oligarchy is great, but I'm hearing way too much about egg prices when people are being kidnapped. So I'm hoping to kind of redirect the focus to what's happening to our human population, no matter what title or label you put on them, as well as continue to encourage this sort of movement throughout our community and throughout our politicians. I do specifically want to call out the representative that's not here, which is our Representative Cortez Masto. No idea, no response from her office why she hasn't joined us today or why she voted against the CR. Would love to hear more about that, in addition to how they continue to, or plan to continue to partner with her so we can combine, or have a combined front moving forward. I truly don't understand why there is such apathy amongst those who are supposed to be led by Chuck Schumer. Step up and get together on your own. You do not need a singular man to lead you, even if he's designated to be that leader. We elected you all to be leaders. Get together and have those necessary conversations. Don't wait on one person who, for the last 10 years, my entire adult life, has deferred to Donald Trump in almost every occasion. So we know his plan hasn't worked. Donald Trump ended up back in office. So all these assumptions about lowering the senators on the Republican side's approval rates, we're dealing with cult mindset. They do not care what is happening as long as it aligns with what they think they want. So until we can get the idea that they're playing a completely different game and yesterday's rules are not what today is being abided by, we're going to be completely falling behind and continue to fall behind us, our leaders of our son. So the split alone was absolutely disappointing to see that 10 Democrats, really Republicans in Democratic clothing at this point. If you're not going to perform a united party front, no matter what's going on, you need to come up with a plan and a real plan, not just sitting back, holding up a sign on the Senate floor. We know this isn't normal. We want you to do something about it. We want you to tell us how to support you in doing that. Something we have to acknowledge is the amount of people that did not vote, the amount of people that did not feel connected to any message, that they did not leave their houses. I think that's due in part to the Democrats' just reactive responses to what the Republican teams are doing. They have no clear message, they have no clear agenda, and whether they're focusing on their superstars, their big names, or whether they're focusing on the more economic policies, what we want to hear about is our people. We want to hear what you're doing for us. How are you protecting trans rights, veterans' rights? How are you proactively going against and preventing some of these things from happening so we're not being reactionary and wasting money in the courts and looking like you're sitting on your hand? I heard a term Velcro butt. Get up off your seat and say something. Make sure you are voting, make sure you are looking into your candidates and that they're hearing your voices. You don't only get the opportunity to call your senator. I've been on Schumer's line. He doesn't answer it, but I've been on it many a times asking him questions. Question where they're making their money and where they're benefiting from where their voices are placed and where their votes are placed. None of that aligns. Ask questions.